Hello, purposeful people. Welcome to Fellowship Friday. It is Friday. If you are new here, hello, my name is Torrie. I am the founder of OurGivenPurpose.com, which is a faith-based Christian website. On it, you will find Bible study, devotionals, links to the podcast, merchandise, photography, and more. Thank you all for tuning in, and let's get into Fellowship Friday. Okay, so this is part 3 of our 3-part series of Destination in our journey. And today we're going to talk about the return. Because on Monday we started off with Beloved and I scouting out different areas for photo shoots and just being able to take pictures in nature. And then on Wednesday we talked a little bit about, the distractions, the roads that we can kind of turn off on. And today I want to talk about the return home. Because often we have to return back to where we came from, right? What are we coming back to? Oh, okay. Yes. All right. Yeah, So when we've prepared, we've done what we needed to do. We've gone out, we've actually done what we needed to, and now we need to return home. But each time we return a little bit more knowledgeable. We return more motivated, more encouraged, more inspired. Sometimes when I needed a break, I would take a drive and just kind of clear my head. This particular day, I was just really, really overwhelmed with all of the things I needed to do. I really just wanted to sleep, like a nap. I don't understand. Why do babies fight naps? Okay, segue. I just don't get it. A nap. What nap? As I'm trying to leave, like the phone rings, there's something else. It was a few things happening that were not permitting me to actually leave the house. But I finally did. I was determined to raise up out and be on the road and just breathe for a few minutes. Okay, I was going. So I finally get in the car and I take my drive. Okay, well, but God, I get to a particular road that I like to actually travel. And it's a very curvy country road. It's no stop signs. There's no lines. There's no street lights. It's right beside the river. Those of you who live in Lynchburg, you know where I'm talking about. But I know that road really well. And it helps me clear my head. I know exactly how far I'm going to go. I can either keep going and, come back around. I guess kind of come around the other way. So it's mainly a circle, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. I can make a circle and just come on back home. All right. Well, as I drive out, I'm stopped by just the smallest things. Like there's somebody crossing the street. But they're not walking really like with any type of urgency across the street. They are walking across the. I'm like, hey. They don't have any bags. They don't have a whole bunch of stuff. They're just really just taking forever. I finally reached the country road and it's just like, I let the windows down and I'm automatically at ease. Okay. I start driving and not even, I guess, a few blocks in, this squirrel comes out of nowhere and it scurries across. And I was like, oh, and I slam on brakes. Like I almost hit this thing. I slam on brakes. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay. I don't want to hit something because, okay. So it was like, it scurries, it goes off. I'm like, okay, squirrel. I continue on. Another squirrel does the same thing. And this one, it was real close. It was the Geico commercial. Yeah. But it was really close. I barely missed this one and he scurried across, but then he came back and he went back again. And he was just like going back and forth. And I'm like, bruh. You go? And he kept moving back and forth so much. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So he finally jumps on a tree or what have you. As I make my way up, the road is closed. The road is closed. It's closed. So I have to turn back around. Okay. I turn back around. It finally hit me. I said, wow, okay. Is this what I'm doing right now? I have a plan of action. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I see it, but then I'm going to go over here. Now I'm going to go back to this. Am I being scatterbrained? I was being scatterbrained. And I said, okay, Lord, all right. So as I turn back around and I'm making my way back home, there's a car coming towards me, but the car doesn't see me. He doesn't see me. And but for God, we barely missed each other. And of course, the car, he slams on brakes, waves an apology because he was looking at his phone or something or what have you. And I realized in that moment that the reason I didn't need to actually have left my house and all the little distractions and all the little things that were happening to me was to avoid something traumatic. And I don't think that we give God enough credit to actually know where we need to be, who we need to be surrounded by, what road we need to be on, and what we should be doing. I don't trust God enough all the time to lay out my day, to tell me what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, to show me how to do everything. That I can use my own intelligence, my own inner spirit that is speaking and screaming at me, but I decided to ignore it. So for today's Fellowship Friday, my return home was a very enlightened one. It was one where I really just I really had to take some time and meditate and thank God for the fact that He spared my life, even in my obstinance, in my stubbornness, in my willful desire to not do what He had asked me to. That I had rebelled, yet He saved me. He watched over me. He still cared for me. So on my return home, I was more mindful of how God really was working. And yeah, I was really mindful and very thankful and grateful and praising God for that because I'm not sure what would have happened. I shared that this was a country road. There were some guardrails, I think, in that area, but there was really, if we had hit, there was only two places for me to go: into the side of a mountain or off the side of the cliff, which would have landed me in the James River, depending, because again, this car was going pretty fast. So when you feel like there is something that may be distracting you, but your inner spirit is telling you that, hey, you should keep going here and this is what you should be doing, don't ignore it because you will have to return home. And I realized in that moment that I may not have been able to. I may not have been able to return because even though I was prepared to do my work after I took a much needed break, so I thought, the place or the destination I had chosen was not where I needed to be. Perhaps if I had prayed to God and said, God, I need a break right now. Can you give me rest? Can you show me what it is I need to do that I can just find comfort and peace and calm my spirit, calm my nerves, calm my anxiety? If you can just show me that, give God credit because He can do that for us. We don't have to just figure it out on our own. We can trust God with our lives. Thank you all so much for joining me for this Fellowship Friday. I hope that you were able to take something from my story and be able to apply it to your life. As always, please share your platform, drop in the comments. Let us know if there was a story that you had that was God intervening in your life. I would love to hear those, and I'm sure others would love to read them as well. So please drop in the comments, leave your platform, your social medias, as I put them, if you would like for us to connect with you there. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. If you have not had a chance to listen or subscribe to one of the podcast platforms, it is on Apple iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. All of the links are at OurGivenPurpose.com, which will be linked in the description box below. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so and click the bell. And I will see you all for Mindset Monday. Have a fantastic weekend.